Analog is one of the younger blockchain-based crypto networks out there, and it promises a nifty set of features that separates it from the rest of the pack. But what makes it so special? My name is Rico, and in this video we'll find out. And before we can get started on this amazing project, I'd like to take a minute to explain what a layer 0 and a proof of time consensus mechanism is. A layer 0 network is a foundation layer protocol that provides an underlying infrastructure for cross-chain interoperability. Unlike layer 1 chains that allow decentralized applications such as Aave and Uniswap to be built on top of them, layer 0 protocols allow for entire blockchain ecosystems to be built on top of them. In this regard, a layer 0 protocol can support numerous consensus protocols, including proof of work and proof of stake. It also supports different peer-to-peer systems. This way, layer 0 supplements three major pillars of different layer 1 blockchains, such as neutrality, adaptability and scalability via encryption and P2P relaying. Besides allowing layer 1 blockchains to be built on top of them, layer 0 protocols also allow for cross-chain interoperability between the different layer 1 projects. This means that different chains can seamlessly communicate with each other, a feature that is missing on layer 1 networks. Now, about proof of time, this is a decentralized consensus algorithm that works by selecting validators in proportion to their ranking scores and fixed stake. Ranking scores are numerical weighting measures that the algorithm assigns to each validator based on its historical experience and other validators' experiences with the node. Right, so now that we've covered the fundamentals of this project, it is now time to find an answer to the question what analog is. Analog is a novel proof-of-time based omni-chain network that allows decentralized applications, called dApps, to communicate frictionlessly through validated event data. The platform unites an entire ecosystem of chains, enabling them to operate seamlessly together through validated event data. By allowing current and new dApps to expand beyond the borders of Ethereum virtual machine compatible chains, Analog unlocks a range of real-world use cases. It also unlocks value for various stakeholders. For example, platform builders can easily plug in their chains to all other networks, and dApp developers can now host their applications on any chain and communicate with different ecosystems, and users can directly interact with all dApps from their Analog wallet. This allows dApp builders to create cross-chain applications that simultaneously leverage the benefits of multiple heterogeneous chains. More specifically, interoperability allows seamless composability between different chains. The ability of multiple chains and dApps to mix and match various Lego pieces is crucial to creating entirely new Web3 artifacts that are impossible with legacy networks. For example, dApp builders can easily reassemble, integrate and freely use code from composable blockchain components such as decentralized exchanges and decentralized autonomous organizations in their applications. Interoperability also creates a more decentralized multi-chain ecosystem. Decentralization is undoubtedly a top priority within individual blockchain ecosystems. However, creating an interoperable network infrastructure across multiple chains presents an even more superior incarnation of blockchain's core principle of decentralizing systems and economies. Instead of having one chain, such as Ethereum, managing virtually all the decentralized finance-based applications, we can have thousands of application-specific blockchains that interoperate through a trustless main hub. Interoperability unlocks liquidity as well, and as it stands now, Ethereum remains the breeding ground for most DeFi innovations, running virtually everything from simple lending protocols to metaverses. This is a problematic scenario because of Ethereum's scalability challenges compared to faster chains such as Avalanche and Binance Smart Chain. Besides the scalability challenge, DeFi cannot realize its full potential because of fragmented liquidity. An interoperability infrastructure that unites all the blockchains allows liquidity to move freely from one DeFi protocol to another. Analog Network facilitates cross-chain requests through a number of features, and the first one is decentralized data provider Oracle, because Analog Network expands the capabilities of dApps and smart contracts by allowing developers to access on-chain data from different blockchains. It provides dApp builders the decentralized infrastructure and tooling they need to build scalable and externally connected applications on several chains. Tesseract nodes are special nodes that provide this functionality, for which they are incentivized through analog tokens. The second one is OpenSDK API, and the analog network allows your dApps to access data from any blockchain through a unified time graph API, which is the primary way for cross-chain applications to access and use data from decentralized data providers. Whether your dApp requires the latest data from decentralized exchanges or yield aggregators, the analog SDK library provides the tooling required for your application to consume it. Unlike other APIs in Web3 with multiple points of interaction, the Time Graph API is an integrated solution that provides a seamless user experience while meeting strict decentralization and security requirements. The third one is Event Data Marketplace. And the Event Data Marketplace is an open platform for exchanging validated event data. It provides subscribers and other dApp builders that develop data-driven applications in Web3 live access to ready-to-go query event data from multiple heterogeneous blockchains. Their infrastructure for the marketplace relies on a technology stack that incentivizes publishers and tesseracts to submit accurate event data and communicate with other chains in a P2P fashion. With Analog's Event Data Marketplace, subscribers can seamlessly interact with validated event data in an open, transparent and private manner. Now the final one is the Analog Token. And the Analog Token is a core utility token on the Analog network. Any user that wants to participate as a time node, which is a validator, and vote on protocol changes must first stake Analog. And to become a block proposer or confirmer, the user must stake a fixed amount of Analog tokens to be decided via a decentralized governance mechanism. Similarly, publishers and tesseracts are also paid for their services through Analog tokens. But before we move on, please keep in mind that I'm not a registered financial advisor. My videos are meant to be educational and entertaining only. I will never encourage you to invest money, but only try to inform you about the massive projects and possibilities in the crypto space. Please know that my friends over at SOLR DAO are today's sponsor. They've successfully ran a private sale campaign for Analog and asked me to do this video for them. Check out the link to their Discord in the description down below, and if you join them, you'll be able to participate in future private sales yourself as well. Their community is very active and lively as well, with more than 2,000 community members. So come have a look if you want to learn more about crypto and private sales in general. Besides core features, the Analog network also has 4 essential components. The first one is threshold cryptography. This comes down to Analog relying on threshold signature schemes where a group of tesseracts jointly compute a public key and private keys that are never revealed during the computational process. The second one is a decentralized consensus. The network is supported by a decentralized set of time nodes, which are validators that validate and append event data to the time chain. Another component is the Gateway Continuum smart contracts. It connects tesseracts and external layer 1 chains. Whenever there is a request for event data from an external subscriber, any tesseract can listen to events occurring on external chains. And after that, they can fetch it across the Analog Gateway application programming interface. However, before the transaction is transmitted to the Analog network, more than 90% of tesseracts connected to the same network have to attest to it. This is done in a TSS process, and the fetched data is then validated on the time chain, allowing tesseracts to use it as a basis for writing to the destination change gateway by executing a cross-chain event data transfer function call. Now the final component is the Time Graph API and developer tools. The Time Graph API and SDK sit atop the decentralized network and gateway smart contracts and allow dApp builders to compose applications across any 2 chains in a single hub. They add universal interoperability to the Analog network as application layer solutions. This allows dApp builders to compose those cross-chain applications. Let's move on to their team and roadmap. Their core team consists of 27 passionate people who are listed on their website with avatars and no links to their socials, which means that it's a lot harder to learn more about them, which also means that if a docs team with accessible socials is a must to you, then this project isn't your best candidate. You can, however, find their team on Telegram and Discord and send inquiries to support@analog.one. Their community is also active on Telegram, Medium, Twitter, Facebook, Reddit, LinkedIn and Discord. And if you look at their LinkedIn, you can see that they are based in San Francisco, have 11 to 50 employees and see profiles from their employees. some of them being mentioned on the analog website as well, so that's one way to reverse research them. The roadmap runs till the end of this year, where their time chain mainnet will go live. This includes the integration of TestraX modules with threshold signature scheme, the launch of Analog's Super DApp, the integration with more change and application integrations. The first quarter of this year was for their seed financing, and the second quarter was about their testnet going live with the initial integration with Ethereum, the launch of their wallet version 1.0, the launch of the Time Chain Explorer version 1.0, and the launch of their event data marketplace version 1.0. Lots of things coming this year, and be sure to follow their socials to stay up to date. For your convenience, all of those will be linked down below. And if you'd like to learn more about crypto, please click that playlist over there. For now, my name is Rico. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Doei!